Now, I want you to be very careful. Just trim the edges a little bit. Now, don't cut too much. My Georgie's hair is so beautiful.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We got you, ma'am.
Just cut the teeniest, tiniest little bit.
Check just the teeniest, tiniest little bit.
Good.
Yes.
Now, I'm going shopping, and I'll be right back.
Have a good time. How about a shave, son? Would you like to? Oh.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
We're getting ready to cut the kid's hair. What else?
Yep. You belong to the union?
Not yet, but we're gonna...
You can't cut this kid's hair till you join the union.
What do you mean we can't? You mean we can't even cut a piece of hair like that?
You can't even cut a piece of hair like that.
I can do this, can't I? Yeah, so can I. Yeah. And, me too. Whee! And we'll keep on cutting. Yeah, what do you think of that?
And I don't want to cut it.
Right there, like that.
Now, please. This is our shop, and we know what to do about it.
Oh. Isn't that what it all comes down to? Isn't that what it comes down to? The unions, the other side of this argument. Garfield Dunlop joining us, of course, you're the critic on this file. You have a bit to say about this one.
Yeah, it's been I've been the critic for the last 2 years, and on the College of Trades and apprenticeship reform, and you know, I guess it's just been a gift to us.
No kidding.
From the Ontario government, because it's, as far as I'm concerned, Alex, it's been a communications disaster.
Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of disasters within this government, but the ones that they keep trying to make a point on, they keep fumbling so badly.
Well, and I think the fact that no one knew the College of Trades Act was coming out, and I visited 125 communities across the province, and I was the first people to ever inform them, inform general tradespeople of all, including hairdressers and barbers. But you know, like again, I just recently heard this morning that Minister Good is going to back off on the trades cops visiting barbers, and he's going to consult with them. You know, he should have been consulting with them in 2009.
Well, don't you do that first? Don't you consult, then implement the laws? I mean, have they not done this completely backward? How did they bungle this so badly?
Well, basically there has been no consultation except with the big unions.
Well,
the people that are the big trades, the big construction trades unions, those are the people who they consulted with, and that's who makes up the majority of the board of directors and the main members of the trades boards of the College of Trades. It's not the average guy you see out there doing his job, whether it's in construction or service industry, whatever it may be. It's controlled and has been from day one by the trades unions. Yeah.
But this whole province is run by the trades union, which seems to pull the strings of the Liberal government. I mean, they work so closely together. So when the unions say jump, the Liberals do, and we're talking 300,000 people who are now caught in the middle of this.
Well, yeah, and I mean,
it's a cash grab.
Of course it has been, and just all you have to do is look at the membership fees. The membership fees in the College of Trades are 676% higher than they were when you have your CFQ at $20 a year. And $20 a year, all you got was a sticker in the mail. Yeah. Okay. And now all you're going to get is another sticker in the mail.
Don't ask where your union dues go. I learned the hard way when I was in the union, and I got my head ripped off when I dared ask, where's my $1,500 going? Because I don't really understand why we're not getting anything out of it. But I was put in my place very quickly. So the pushback then, why aren't we seeing it? There's 300,000 people in this province that are affected by this particular piece of legislation. Where's the noise? Other than the barbers, who were the ones who, I heard about it from my hairdresser a year ago. He was having a fit about this.
Oh, there's many organizations that are out there working hard. There's the Ontario Construction Coalition, which represents about 25,000 businesses, and that's people like the sewer and water main contractors, Ontario Home Builders, the Ontario Electrical League. There's a whole series of them belong to a coalition that continually try to fight and argue over this. And those businesses represent 125, 130,000 employees. And what we've been trying to do across the province is inform people. But there's been so many other disasters that have had a higher profile that they don't get.
Rob Ford.
Well, Rob Ford. The Senate,
they seem to take all the attention away. So the root of the issue then, for the unions want them to join to sell membership fees. The province wants to make money off of them. Is that what it comes down to? Because I understand why you would want an electrician, a construction worker to make sure that they have the skills upgraded, but they seem to be picking a doorman. Why does a doorman, what skills does a doorman need other than maybe defense skills.
Yeah. Well, the 22 compulsory trades have always had a lot of oversight.
Yeah.
They have inspectors, they have engineers, and that takes in people like plumbers, electricians, sheet metal contractors, etc. And of course, included in that are the hairdressers and barbers. And of course, that's become, no one could ever figure out why they had to have so much oversight. But all I'm saying is anybody with a certificate of qualification in Ontario has always paid for their fees. They've always had the oversight of their industry. They're going after the wrong people. I mean, they're going after people. If the government was really wanting to go after people, they'd go after the underground economy. But what are they doing? They're forcing more people into the underground economy with these trades cops and ridiculous membership fees. And God only knows where it's going to stop, Alex.
And so where does it stop? I mean, where do you see this thing going? I mean, do you expect that they'll pull back? Obviously, the message was heard yesterday, got a lot of publicity. They spun it back saying, whoa, okay, we're going to tell our hair police not to go out and do any ticket giving. Well, so where do you see it going? Well,
for 2 years we've been saying to shut the whole bloody thing down. We don't need an Ontario College of Trades. We had a Ministry of Training College and Universities. They do the apprenticeship training in Ontario. That's all we need to worry about. We don't need some expensive new bureaucracy that's nothing more than a tax grab on individuals. I've met a number of times with the people from the College of Trades, and I've asked them, what are you really getting for your money? I mean, and they're getting nothing. They can't really give me an answer, and that's for 2 years of questioning.
Yeah, but you're getting extra schooling, you're keeping the teachers employed, they're getting lots of college enrollment fees. I mean, someone's making money, it's just not the little guy.
But on the Ontario College of Trades, they pay this membership fee, and they get nothing for their membership fee. It's a 600% increase over what they were paying before. And all they're getting now, they're paying for their own trades cops to go out and, these thugs go in and try to, harass a barber. Some 75-year-old barber that's been cutting hair for 50 years, he has to listen to some thug coming through the door and saying, you might have to take, your hairdressing license so you can do perms. I mean, it'll never happen.
You take resources, that's a lot of resources, because there are a lot of hair salons in the city of Toronto alone. I mean, I don't know if you can even count how many there would be. So it's a full-time job. So now we're spending resources on, I think, areas that could be better utilized somewhere else. Is there an area that they should be focusing on and concentrating on that really isn't getting the attention?
Well, I think they should start focusing on the economy. Our province is going into debt at $1.9 million an hour. Maybe somebody should be worried about that instead of some thug walking in and making sure a barber's got his proper license.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously they have no new ideas. They have not come out with any new ideas of how they're going to rebuild the manufacturing sector, revitalize any of that. Meanwhile, this legislation actually threatens the livelihood and pushes small business out.
Well, it's definitely, for something that's the Ontario College of Trades, it's supposed to be there to create jobs and to create an interest for young people. They're actually driving people away. And the only thing they've tried to do, they've done a ratio review. And they every time Brad Dogood stands up, he brags about his ratio review. But there's only been one actually implemented, and that's, I believe, floor layers. Okay, and if nothing else has got cabinet approval at this time. And the ratio review, of course, is the number of journeymen to apprentices you can have on sites. And at this time, it's been a problem for years. It remains a problem. And until they actually go 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 like Alberta and BC, then we'll be back. We'll be on par with the rest of the country.
Isn't it funny? Well, not funny, but isn't it interesting that the most attention they seem to get is for the legislation that's this nanny legislation, like tanning beds, hair salons, all this, but they don't tackle the big issues.
Well, this is ridiculous, because you know what, we are going to need a huge number of skilled tradespeople in the province of Ontario, particularly with the baby boomers. And if we can turn the economy around, and we hope as a new government in the future we will be able to, under the PCs, we hope that we can do major economic revivals in the province of Ontario, and we will need those tradespeople, and we're going to have to try to drag them back from BC and Alberta, or bring people in from other countries, because we are not training them now in Ontario.
All right, so I'll give you the last word on this then. What would you guys do? Because the unions are no friends of Mr. Hudak or your party.
Well, we've made it very clear, Alex, if we are elected, we will be abolishing the Ontario College of Trades. And you won't have trades cops going in and picking on barbers and hairdressers.
Well, next time you go to the salon, I guess you'll be getting a good cut. In a barber shop, I should say, you'll be getting a good cut.
I'm actually going on Thursday afternoon, so I'll find out what she says.
Good stuff. All right, Brad Duguid joining us. Not Brad. Brad Duguid,
please don't call me Brad Duguid.
You're not Brad Duguid. Garfield Dunlop.
Or Glenn Murray.
Yeah, I won't make that.
He was a former minister.
Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right here after this.
Okay.